They're going.
So give the listeners an update. We got to move that phone.
Oh, that's what it is.
We got to give the listeners an update. What has now, because we're going into month 4.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we at right now? Like what give them kind of
a rundown.
A rundown of your first quarter.
So first quarter, haven't closed on any homes.
Okay.
I feel fairly comfortable with working with clients and talking with clients, and I have a handful of people I'm working with. The issue I'm running into is that there's very little on the market. So a lot of the times, they either can't find what they like, or they find what they like and we submit a showing request. This actually happened to me again today, and before we even get to look at it, it has been
pending.
Yeah. It's just
so
it's a process.
What are you finding in regards to pendings? Like how far out are you requesting showings?
Usually not too far out, like within the week, but this one I requested it Friday for next Saturday because that was their next available time, just because they have a busy work schedule. And
okay, so
yeah,
okay, so it's on the client more so because of time wise.
Yeah.
Okay, so now what has been your experience so far in regards to, like, how many active people are you working with right now? Probably only a couple, right?
Maybe 3 or 4. Yeah,
okay.
Not a whole lot.
That's decent though.
Yeah.
And what has been your experience with meeting people? Because I know you've gone to a couple networking events with me. What has been your experience with that? Positive, negative?
Positive. I
mean, you've met some people through that.
Yeah, and I mean, a couple of my clients, I guess I met through networking events, and like they're amazing. But I don't know, I like going to those events. I like meeting new people, even if it's not necessarily in a beneficial to me business wise way. There's just a lot of cool people. I feel like every time I go, I meet more people, and those people introduce me to more people, and it's just kind of building off of itself.
So that to me is going to be huge, because I've been able. I was told you before, I really didn't start doing that till like 2 years ago. To be really honest, probably 2 years ago, which I kicked myself that I didn't go 7-8 years ago.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're doing this 3 months in, when I was 7 years in when I started, you're already heading. I mean, it takes time.
Yeah, of course.
I had a little bit of a base, but it takes time. Like anything, like asking questions and people bring stuff up, and then like all of a sudden someone says, yeah, we're kind of looking to buy.
Yeah.
How do you approach that? How do you approach it in a networking off, kind of like not pushy, not like salesy kind of approach, which there's a fine balance between like just jumping in and saying, oh, I'll find you a home. Well, okay, like pull back, cowboy. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things that, or ways to approach people, especially at kind of a networking event where, to be honest, nobody really is going to a networking event to be sold.
Yeah, of course.
Nobody's doing that. And I think the worst people at networking events are the ones that run around, throw their business cards out, say, oh, I can help you find a home.
Yep.
I went to the last business networking thing, and to be honest, probably talked to 50 people.
Mm-hmm.
Some really good conversations. Some people were people that I knew that I just said hi to, chit-chatted for a few minutes. Some were people I brand new. What was really cool is when people come up to introduce themselves to you and you don't know who they are.
Yeah.
Or you might kind of know who they are, but you never spoke to them before, and they come up to introduce and say, hi, hey, what you've been doing is cool. I like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Like, I mean, but all good stuff. Like,
yeah.
And that's ultimately what you want to get to, is where you now get to the kind of the level where people seek you out, which I'm just kind of getting into that, which is really, really cool, because I think it validates a lot of the stuff that I've been working, years to get to.
Yeah.
But I think you're doing well. I don't think I sold my first home for 6 months, and
That's
to be honest,
it
it was May. It was May when I closed, but it was a piece of land from a girl that I went to high school with. So it was a relationship that I had already had. So it takes time. And to be honest, that kind of fell in my lap, meaning it wasn't like something I would say I earned. I mean, I guess I earned it because I knew her for 20 years. But it just kind of things like that. So I think you're doing well. I think what's good about this is, though, is anybody that's listening, like I said, I always say real estate is not the easiest industry to get into. People think you're going to get in and like start crushing it. It's like the people that I really look at are the ones that have a longevity to it, that have been through the good markets, that have been through the bad markets, that have been through the sellers and the buyers, and that are still doing 15, 20, 30 years later. To me, that's a source of longevity. To me, I'm going on 10 years, so I think I'm gonna get into that realm of like I've weathered this kind of like the harshness of it.
Yeah.
Because it's not an easy industry to get into, and I'm very upfront with anybody that comes in that you're not gonna day one kill it in real estate.
Yeah, absolutely not.
You can do very well if you really grind it out and put in time and stuff, but I think you're doing it. Like I think as you do the little steps build on, and then they turn into big steps, and it's cool. So
yeah.
So I think in-homes will come on. They already are starting to come on more frequently.
Oh yeah, the warm weather's bringing it.
Yeah, just check the MLS every day. You're gonna get to the point, especially if you know some very active buyers. Like I look every day, and there's some people that I'm showing a lot of homes to very frequently. I'll call them, I'll text them, I'll be like, hey, house came on, let me know if you want to get in, but we should get in like tomorrow or the next day, just because the homes are going very quickly. So you're doing well, keep it up.
Thanks.
I think it'll be good.